morning. It is time for FBX with me, Gail. So if you're joining me today, thank you so much, appreciate it. We're going to run through all the exercises after our little warm-up. Please do the exercises with me. The demo is part of your warm-up, just to get you used to each exercise. And as I said, I'm Gail and I work for 3D Leisure at Home. So have a drink at hand, guys, have a mat, have space, make sure you're not going to kick anything. The one we're going to do today is called navicular. The 20 minutes of when the music kicks in is when you give it your hardest. Loads of enthusiasm, working hard, so the heart rate is going to go up. You're going to feel really out of breath, and then when you get to a point you think you need a break, you just stop, you have a rest, you come back in. So you don't get given rest breaks throughout this 20 minutes, so please take them as and when you need them. If you're working your max, you should always have to stop. So if you think that you can go on and on and on and not have a break, then just jump higher, squat lower. Just make sure that you're working your max, that's all we ask for. So we're going to warm up without the music. Then when the music kicks in, that's when you know that you give it your all. And as I said, hope you're all well as well, and any injuries, guys, please work around them. If something doesn't feel right, you shouldn't be feeling pain. So if you need to take any exercise down, please do that. I'll give you options throughout. And just enjoy it is the main thing. So let's get started. So give us, as I said, make sure that you're not going to have anything that you're going to kick out. You're going to be moving around from side to side on this. So if you do need to turn side on to create a little bit more space to travel in your room, then you can do that. And if you really don't have enough space even with that, then just make your moves a little bit smaller. Okay, so let's start warming up. Feet up width apart and squatting down and up, pushing the hips out at the top and pushing your bottom back. You can go as low as what is comfortable. And then we want to step and kick side to side, doing your hamstring curl. Try and use the arms to warm up as well, so we're digging back your elbows. And hopefully you're going to enjoy it. So if you haven't done this before, please push max. That's all we say, push as hard as you can push. You can jog out to squeeze those arms up. And taking it from centre point so you can reach down and up. So standing side to side again, but getting that little reach down to the floor or towards the floor. And sometimes if you're working first thing in the morning, you might feel as if you need a little bit more of a warm up. And if you've been rushing around, you might be already warmed. So work within your own level throughout. So standing back to give yourself room to do lunges, landing heel to toe, body upright, nice low back knee, and then we'll go backwards. So we reach back and up, back and up. Again, the lower the knee comes, the harder this will be. So you can do your tap backs if you're not doing lunges. And then we want to do little twists, so we want to warm up with a twist. So we allow ourselves to come up onto the toe and twist. And again, we want to reach down. So we're reaching down now to the toe. So down, and then swivel the arms round. Just getting this upper body warmed up too. And give it 2 steps forward, so 2 steps forward, 2 back, 2 steps forward. You can go lower, other foot leading, and toes pointing out, wider than hip width apart here, down and a squeeze, down and a squeeze. Keep the knees pushing out. And we're dropping, you can go lower if you wish. And now we're going to do the little run through of each exercise. So you've got 12 to get through today. In this one, your lateral sprints, you're just doing 8 sprints, then a little jump to the side or a walk to the side. So with your sprints, as I always say, use the arms, so don't just leisurely jog. Use the arms to do your 8 sprints. So we do 8, then we jump, 8, step, 8, step, 8. Now if you're jumping wider, it'll be harder. You might want to take that leg over, which gives you a bigger move, or you might just want to step side to side and a march. So that's giving you an option to take it down. Club and go, you do need a bit of space. We walk into the side with the foot and the hand, 2 to the side, 8 hill climbers and 2 back. So you're down in your plank position. So giving yourself space here to travel. So we walk to the side, so same foot, 1, 2, and then 8 hill climbers, drawing the knees under chest and walk back your 2. So if you're doing your hill climbers, you do not want your bottom up. You want to be nice and low, so you can do slow. Easier would just be to tap, harder would be to power through, and just work. If you need a rest, you rest and come back in. Important to work hard and rest. Glute bridge, we are down on the mat and we are just lifting the hips up, squeezing the bottom. So we're down on your mat, head rested, and we just lift, pushing down through the feet, up and down, up and down. So you squeeze, tight glutes. The higher you lift, hips level, the harder that will be, and smaller lifts will be easier. Draw the belly button down tight. So if you push down through the feet, it works harder into the hamstrings, and if you squeeze your glutes, it works harder into the glutes. So working it today, rebound turns is a squat, jump, turn. So the feet come out, you squat, you turn side on, feet are together, you turn to the back. Now you can come back the same way and then repeat that the other way if you wish. If you don't want to jump, then squat, turn, and then squat, turn. You can do that. If you're going full circles, I'll do that today. So I'll go clockwise, then anti-clockwise squat. If you're making this hard, you squat low, you power up, you squat. So the more distance you get through your feet and the floor, the heart rate will shoot high and you need to maybe have a rest. We'll go one way and then the other. If you get giddy, then feel free just to go halves. Okay, 1, 2, 3, hold. There's 3 knees, and you can travel or you can stay on the spot. So use the elbows as well. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you travel, 1, 2, 3. Same, pausing on the third, drawing the knee up high, and that will again, the more distance you travel and the faster you go, higher the intensity. Cross press up, we cross over and we do 1 press and cross back. So in this one, you're down again in your plank position, tummy up, bottom down. So we move opposite arm over and we press, and then we move that leg and arm. You can do a knee press. So arm comes over and the leg, and a knee press or a toe press of your choice. And it's just opposite arm and leg and move over, press, and then opposite arm and leg, and press. Okay, so we have quarter turn sprints, which is literally just turning 4 sides, forward, side, back, side, forward. Again, we are going round clockwise, then anti-clockwise. So you run for 4, you turn, you run for 4. The faster you go, the higher the knees lift, the harder. Easier would be just to do your march, 4 each side, and then we go anti-clockwise and you go back round the other way. And then we have a T-plank elbow. So again, you're in your plank position, which you are as well for the other ones, the core press. Plank position will come from elbows. Might need a cushion underneath the elbows for protection of the joints. Down in your plank position, not bottom up, sink down, and then we lift the hand up and back. We lift the hand up and back. An option to make that easier is just to take the knees to the mat and just lift and go to your own pace. So nice and fast, or nice and slow and controlled, but reach high with the hand to ceiling. If you can, follow your gaze up with your hand, but hold the stomach in is an important thing. And then we have squats. So your squats, feet hip width apart or slightly wider. You drop your bottom down, push the hips out, drop and push, drop and push. And if you really want to go for it and you want to make it harder, you can add in a little jump. I won't be doing that, but you can squat, jump, and that'll take the intensity up. Not squatting as low is regression. So, next one, we are floor pulse squat. So the feet is wider than hip width apart. The hands are on the mat, guys. Flat palms, so this bottom is down, and you bounce this bottom like a little dance. So we bounce, 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 push the knees out, and if you need a rest in between, just come up and have a rest. If you can't reach the floor, just reach to where you can. So if you're really struggling, maybe just hold on to the legs, and if you can't come down, that's your option, not to come as low. And then we have snowboard rotations. So we'll do arms out. You can cross the hands if it's too difficult to keep the arms up, then you can cross your hands. And we just literally jump in side to side, so we're as if we're skating, as if we're snowboarding down the mountain, and you're jumping side to side, keeping the head facing forward. And making that easier would just be to take out the jump and just move side to side, keeping the arms up or crossed. Getting through these now. And the last one, squat thrust mix. Your squat thrust mix is jumping back, in and out, and then we do 2 punches diagonally under the body. So when you jump back, you want the feet to land wide. So you jump back wide with the stomach up tight, don't slump, and back in and back out, and then you do 2 punches underneath the body, in, wide landing, in. If you're walking it to make it easier, it's just the same, just that it's a walk. And to make your punches easier, it's just dropping down the knees to the mat and repeat. And you can always go slower if you need to slow it down. But if you're really used to the exercises, push your best, go your hardest. And that's all of them. Quick stretch, leaning down above our bent leg, chest easing down, bottom pushing back and up. Stretch out the hamstrings quickly. Get prepared for this exercise. quick little stretch, heel to bottom, squeeze the hips out to the front, you can hold on, change it. So hopefully you're up for it. Feet wide, take your wrist, or just reach up. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out, reach over without dropping the shoulder forward. Change it. Breathe in, breathe out. And wide legs. And nice and slowly, I can hear the patter of tiny feet here. Always coming into the scene, dropping down. Head nice and low, hang the head, and then nice and slowly, dolly. So, nice and slowly, bring your feet in and out, I should have said. And okay, we are ready to start. So we want to be pushing really, really hard, working through each and every exercise, resting when you need to rest, and then coming back in twice as hard. So, always tough. It never gets easier if you push your hardest. So, let's get the music on. So when this kicks in, guys, this is when you give it your all. And navicular it is today. Okay. We are starting with lateral. Okay, team, side, 8 sprints, step, 8 sprints. So really push. If you're jumping, you might want to jump further aside. 8 jumps, 8 sprints, I should say 1 jump. You might just want to walk, march. Okay, grab and go. We are moving to in your plank position, same arm leg, moving to the side, 8 hill climbers, bottom down, tummy up, 1, 2. So if you're doing easier, just a tap out here, and then walk it, and if you need to rest. On your back, squeezing up. Tight squeeze. The more you push down through the feet, the more you'll fire up sleepy glute muscles, hips level. You push down. Higher you push, harder.
Rebound turns.
Okay, squat, jump. Squat, jump, squat, jump, squat, jump. So I'm going clockwise, then anti-clockwise. So you can go really hard at it, really push, as in jump, squat.
1, 2, 3, hold.
Okay, on the spot, or travel. Belly button, draw it in. You lift that knee, squeeze the abs. Breathe.
Cross, press up.
Okay, the hand crosses over, team, and the leg moves out. You press, hand crosses, leg moves, and press. Toe or knee press.
Quarter turn, sprint.
Sprint and turn. Go for it, fast as you can. Push.
T, plank.
Elbows, bottom down. Okay, up. Knees to floor to make it easier. squats. Okay, so you can speed this up. You can have to jump, whichever. Low push, right down push, squeeze it. The lower you squeeze, the harder you squeeze your glutes, lower you squat, the more you work.
4 pulse squat.
Okay, birdie. Are we down? Come on. So don't have this bottom up, guys. Take that bottom down. Push. Woo! Feeling this. Yay.
Snowboard rotations.
Okay, that's not enough of a burn. Arms out. Jump. Think of coming down the mountain. Try and face forward. Try and get your bottom down. With a jump if you can.
Squat thrust mix.
Okay, so jumping back twice and then 2 punches. We are jumping back wide feet. In, out, in, out. Punch, punch. In, out. You can walk instead of you jump.
Lateral sprints.
On the top. Woo. So.
Crab and go.
Travel. 2 team. Bottom down. 1, 2. Hill climbers. 8. If you haven't got room, take it across. Make your hill climbers good. Push.
Glute bridge.
Bridge. Okay. We want to work the glutes. Keep the hips level, push up. If you want to make this harder, you can cross over one leg, then cross over the other leg.
Rebound turns.
That's how you feel, make it harder. Okay. Rebound turns. How are we doing? Are we squatting low? Yes. Are we jumping higher? Which I'm not doing many of.
1, 2, 3, hold.
1, 2, 3. Cover the arms. You can travel. If you're traveling, make it big.
Cross press up.
One hand crosses over and the other leg moves out. Cross. Press. Cross. Press. So these presses can be from toes or knees. Cross. Press.
Quarter turn sprint.
Go team. 4, 4, 4. All the way around. Woohoo! Doing so good. Quiet feet.
T plank.
Elbows. Bottom down. Left. Steady the hips as you come down centre. Keep your hips level. When you're down, elbows, hips, level, reach.
Squats.
Back up. Take it into squat. Low. Not so low. Easier. All the way down, power up. All the way down, power up. Harder, jump. Those are your options. Go with it. Okay, down bottom. Down hands. And push your knees out. Bounce. Is that bottom down, team? If you need a rest, come up. Then come back into it. Push it.
Snowboard rotations.
Down this mountain. Are we ready? Pretend you're snowboarding down this big hill. Jump higher or walk it out. 14.
Mix.
Okay, in, out. You know your in, outs. In your plank. In, feet wide. In, feet wide. Punch, punch. In, walking. Easier. Knee to ground. Easier on your punches. Harder. Faster. Okay, let's sprint. Fast. March if you want to lose the run. Woo! Hot, hot, hot. Push.
Grab and go.
Okay. Walk out 2, same hand, same foot. 1, 2, 8 hill climbers. I'm going to do side on. So we walk 1, 2, 8 hill climbers.
Glute bridge.
Bridge it. Okay, down up, down up. Woo. Not pushing as high, will be easier. Pushing the feet into the floor harder.
Rebound turns.
Okay, are we ready? So you know you can take this down. You can squat and walk. Squat, turn, squat, turn. If you're losing the jump. If you're not, you go hard at it. Jump low, turn, jump.
2, 3, hold.
Okay. On the spot if you wish. You know it now, team. Give your max. Draw this belly button in all the time.
Cross press up.
Cross it. Okay, leg moves out. Hand crosses over. You move. You press. You move. You press. So, make sure tummy is flat. You press, push, you cross. You press, push.
Quarter turn sprint.
Pause. Go team. Can you go faster?
T plank.
Elbows. Bottom down. Knees to floor to make it easier.
Squats.
Are we ready? Push now. Woo. Squeeze the hips, squeeze the glutes. Drop that bottom down. Lower. Not as low, easier.
Floor pulse squat.
Down we go. Bottom down. Turn on. Low bottom. Stay low, hands down. Ooh, pulse it, burn. Turn on, push. Well done, that is so tough. Are we ready? Yes. If you're not jumping, walk it. You can always take out the jumps if you have knee issues. If not, go nice and high, power up to make it a lot harder, really bounce. Okay, in out, 2 punches, wide legs. Punches can be from knees, in out jumps can be a walk. Go for it now, team, coming to the end. From the top. 8. Jump, 8. You can use your mat if you want to jump over.
Grab and go.
2. Down. 8 hill climbers. Go fast, team. Speed it up now. Work your mat.
Glute bridge.
On our back. Push up high. Work this. Come on. Harder. Higher. Easier. Lower. Push. Squeeze.
Rebound turns.
Jump, turn, jump, turn. It's a squat. Land really quietly. No heavy feet. Take out the impact. Go.
1, 2, 3.
Are we ready? Either travel or not.
Cross press up.
Cross. Woo. Are we ready? Cross and press. Cross. It can be a knee press. Whatever you're good at, whatever's your hardest, you can slow it right down. Push.
Quarter turn sprint.
Okay, team. Really go fast. 4. 14. Make your best.
'T plank.
Elbows. Woo! Kneel down. How are you doing? You out of breath? Like me. Woo!
Squats.
Here we go, team. Are we ready? Go. Knee issues, not as low. Fast, harder. Push, hardest, jump, jump. Ooh. Down we go. Get that bottom down before you bounce. Push. Like little frogs. Woo! Burn these legs. Ow! Push. Woo!
Snowboard rotations.
Tough this morning. Yes, team. Side to side. Woo! My legs are on fire. Don't know about you. Maybe doing better than me. Push to the end.
Thrust mix.
Okay, in our thighs. Are we ready? Go for it now. Get as many in as you can. Push. Oh, how about that?
The fat burning
Woo!
extreme navicular workout. is
Well done.
Let the after
Time for a drink. So hopefully you took your heart up, you worked your max, you got very sweaty and more importantly enjoyed it. It's always good when we reach the end. Okay team, bottom, push it back, tummy, jaw it up. If you want to make it harder, you come down lower, lift that toe. We're always leaning on the bent leg. Take pressure off the knee of your straight leg. Change it and scoop that bottom back enough to ceiling. Bring your chest down. Feel this nice stretch up the hamstring. You work your hamstrings in your bridge if you're pushing down, feet hard into the mat, even more so. So we want to lengthen all the muscles. Okay, we drop. Halfway, head forward and drop all the way down. You may want to widen your feet. You may want to bring your elbows to the mat. So long as you feel a stretch on the inside of the legs, the adductors. Let the head hang. Your head might be on the floor. You might not be reaching. You might be just on the legs. All is good. And then we bring it back in and out, guys. Feet in and out. So we come all the way back and then we just hang. If you want to increase that, hands behind, draw the chest down towards the knees. Take a deep breath in. On out breath, tummy up. And arch that back. Roll up. Nice and slow. Take it into the waist stretch. So we reach, either lifting the wrist or just the reach without the hold of the wrist. Take a deep breath in, reach up. Breathe out, we go over, push your hip out to the side to get a bigger outer thigh. Stretch a little bit down into the ITB band. Change it, lift and push out the hip. Don't drop forward with the shoulder. And nice and slowly bring it back. We want to really stretch out the quads. You can hold on to the wall or anything if you lose your balance onto the ear. Maybe if you're good, you can balance fine. Heel tucked into that bottom, holding, squeezing, knees in line with each other. Same on the other side. So we lift and squeeze. So you want this hip to be out. and tight squeeze, hip out, bigger stretch up the front of the quad, right in, up into this hip area. And then we want to drop back to stretch the hip flexor. So we want to wiggle the foot back, tilt the hips forward, and then drop down till you feel the stretch on the front of the hip. And lower to make it harder. Knee above the ankle. Swivel around and do the same on the other side. Lower to make it harder. Okay, let's just take the hands to the mat, bend the legs, take the feet back and push down with the chest. Look up to the belly button, push down the chest. And then let's just push opposite heel and hand, pushing down into the mat. Getting the calf to stretch. Change side, opposite heel and hand, pushing into the mat. And bring one knee down. And no, we won't, we'll just bend that leg, push the heel down. Change it, push the heel into the mat, and then just walk your legs back in, bend the legs, reach up to the ceiling, give a big stretch, take the hands behind your head, lift the chest, stretching the back of the arms from your press ups, tummy in guys on this one, hand reaching down the bottom, towards the floor, towards the mat, head pushing back, change. So we draw the elbow over, we stretch the fingertips down, we lift the head up, hips forward, butt tucked in, nice, light, big tricep, back of the arm stretch. Take it to across your chest. Squeeze in, stretching out the back of the shoulder, and then we change side, arm across, hook over, draw it across, really lengthening. And then we want to just drop the head down, breathe out, push the hands forward on your out breath, in breath hold. Then we lift the head up, take the arms behind, we push away from the back. And then on your next out breath, you lift. You keep the chin up, head facing forward, lift as high as you can. Then we stretch out the wrist, thumb out, fingers back. Then we change that, thumb in, fingers back. Change sides, so we're opening up the bottom of the wrist when the thumb is out. And we open up the top of the wrist when the thumb is in. So we're just giving a little stretch. And drop your head over, push the palm down, get this neck to have a nice stretch down the top of the shoulder, down into the traps. Change it, push it, lift the fingers up. And we push in, and well done team. I have got salt in my eyes. So well done, that was awesome. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you've stretched. Any comments guys, put them up, I'll come back to you. And thanks again for joining me, really appreciate it. Back tomorrow at 12. So more gentle, core strengthening, and a little bit of a stretch as well, and a little bit of mobility work. So it's good to get the body stretched out if you've been working hard, and strengthen, which is the most important thing, the core and the back. So hopefully join me at 12 tomorrow. Take care, have a fabulous day, and thanks again. Bye.